right, everybody, thanks once again for tuning in to Jazz Piano Short Practice Ideas. This week we are talking about a two-handed chord voicing shape that we call Tritone Fourths. And we call it Tritone Fourths because the left hand plays a tritone and the right hand plays three sets of fourths. Well, the right hand plays a four stack. So you get this fourth interval, and this fourth interval. So tritone and then fourth, fourth, fourth. Or you could think that you have a four stack in the right hand from a half step below where your left hand starts. That's kind of an easy way to practice this shape. So first thing you want to do when we learn a new chord is we want to learn the shape of it. So I'm not attaching this in my mind to any specific chord, but I'm going to practice moving it up and down chromatically. Hear what the sound of the chord sounds like and get the shapes into my hands, okay? And then once I'm feeling a little comfortable with that, then okay, now maybe I'm going to figure out where I can place that shape. Now this shape looks familiar if you've been following along with these videos for two reasons. One, it comes from our Chordal Voices. It's the middle voicing of our Chordal Voices series, which you can check out a video up here somewhere. I'll post a link and you can check that out. And it's also very similar to our magic voicing. So I'll post another link up here now, which is this. So if you know the magic voicing very well, this is a pretty easy voicing to learn, not to mention it's a lot of fourths. It's also just one note away from playing all fourths, okay? So then what you end up doing is you take this chord voicing, we come down here in the bass and we play different bass notes against it. We analyze and we figure out what voicing this can work for. Okay, well, so here we got this as a, if I put E flat in the bass, I've got an E flat, an A, a D, a G, and a C. Okay, it's kind of like an E flat major 7 with a flat 5, right? If I put D in the bass, it's kind of like a D7 suspended flat 9 with a flat 9 on the bottom. So it kind of wants to move to like, back to the magic voicing. If D flat's in the bass, it's a little bit rough sounding C. Okay, C minor. If I get C in the bass, I got a C minor 6 chord. Okay, B in the bass. Okay, now we're talking. Now I got B altered. So I've got a sharp 9, flat 9, and a sharp 5. Right, put a B flat in the bass. It's not really. I don't think it's really a functional B flat chord because it's got a suspended fourth and a natural third, but it does sound like C minor over B flat to me. Right? Then here's the gold mine. This voicing right here is an A half diminished chord, and so if we play this as an A half diminished chord, we build this tritone fourth shape from flat 5. And then when I want to switch to the dominant partner of A minor 7 flat 5, all I do is turn it to a magic voicing right there. That's A minor 7 flat 5 to D7 flat 9. You have to be a little careful with this voicing because we got the flat 9 in the bass. Sometimes that's a little bit too crunchy. Everybody knows I love crunchy sounding chords, so I'm okay with taking that on. But if that's a little too crunchy, you might jump it up to this magic voicing for the D7. And then you can do a so what chord for G minor. Oh, that sounds really good. Okay, just to keep it, let's go through the rest of these chords. So A flat, no, we got a flat 9, so that tells me there's no functional A flat voicing. The G is also kind of weird, the G flat kind of weird. And here we are, we knew that B altered worked, and so we know that the tritone of B, F7, is also going to work. This is an F13 voicing. Sounds good. And that's about it as far as functional chords go. Of course, you can use these other variations, but you got to finesse them into your playing. So once again, the functional chords there really, we got E flat major, flat 5, pretty functional, a little rare. We got D7 suspended with flat 9. I'd say it's even more rare. So those two would kind of knock them out. I mean, E flat major, flat 5, sharp 11, that's good. We can use that on a major tonic chord, no problem. Or on a 4 chord. The main ones though, C minor 6, B altered, A half diminished, and F7. And that's great because we don't get a lot of those voicings from our so what chords or from our magic chords. So this is great for practicing two-handed comp. Anyways, start working out this voicing by going chromatically, then maybe assign it to a couple chords, learn how to play a 2-5 with it, a minor 2-5. or learn how to use it as a major chord and start injecting it into songs while you're comping. And so that's this week's practice idea. I hope everybody gets a lot out of that. It's really helpful to just break it down to one voicing, focus on this one thing, and try to absorb it. Even though it might seem like it's just one simple voicing, it takes a long time to internalize this stuff. And so we're always tempted to go down a giant rabbit hole, especially here on YouTube. Watch videos that are saying, hey, you should learn these 45 Cedar Walton licks and 500 Bill Evans licks and all those things. Just do this one. All right. Have a great weekend, everybody. Happy practicing.